What's up, guys? Going over our discussion board for week 8. Last week before the next, which is great. I have the last video talking about our least favorite part and our favorite part. So this time we're going to talk about just the overall course and variety and the workout, our workout routine, our cool down routine, and what we've done to make the workouts we've done the last 2 weeks more intense or different than that, because we created our workouts. So to begin, I am going to hit on my warm-up. So basically the warm-up I did was my dynamic warm-up that I posted. Well, we all posted earlier in the class. I'm not sure which week it was. I can check real quick. I think it was week 3. I was correct. It was week 3, I believe. Yes. No, week 2. Week 2 was the dynamic warm-up. So if you watched that video, if you didn't watch that video, it was a different leg exercises combined with stretching. So I would go middle, right, left, middle, have my feet separated. That's stretching the leg. I would do high kicks, and then I would do alternating high knees. So I would start with my left foot down, right knee up, jump, switching back and forth, and that's really it. I mean, the stretches everybody usually knows, which was that, and then the lunge stretch would stretch out the calf if you try to get that heel to touch the ground, and jumping jacks, push-up, whatever I want to add in there after that, because this week I added push-ups into my workout and upper body, so I did more of the arm stretches. But that's cool. Let's go to cool down, because that's kind of similar. So cool down was, for me, just stretching. Basically stretching, that same leg stretches that I showed in the video about our cool down routines. So I did this stretching on the legs again. I sat down, put the right leg up, pushed the knee, sat down left, pushed the knee, sat down on the ground completely, did butterflies, arm stretches, big circles, little circles, reverse big circles, reverse little circles, all that good stuff. So cool down routines, I took it more of like just stretching, because you want to get your heart rate from going from here to slow it down. So you're still kind of working out, but you're really starting to slow your body down. Your breaths are starting to slow down, starting to get to normal. So that was my warm-up and my cool down routines. And why I would do those is because I like to stretch a lot before I work out. So my warm-up and my cool downs weren't very intense. I got them a lot off of workout videos I've done before, like Insanity and stuff like that, where the cool down is kind of more of a stretch just to relax your body and lower that progression from high intensity or mid intensity to just completely stopping. So it kind of just takes that cliff and just doesn't completely just slam it, but it kind of slopes it a little bit. So that's my cool down. That's my warm up. So let's go over the routine. So everybody, for the first, I think the first 6 weeks, since we're going to count week 7 and week 8 as our creation weeks. So I'm going to start week 1 and 6. Everybody's done the same thing. So those routines were progressively got more intense and more insane. For me, starting out in those 6 weeks, I was a individual who had knee surgery, and I was a person that didn't really like to push himself that much. If you can't tell by my weight in the videos, you can't see it. I went from being 170 in high school, 180, to 255 pounds when I moved to my dad. Before this class started, I moved there about March or February, March, somewhere in that time. I moved to my dad's, and he got me working out again, because he was like, dude, you're getting up there. I was 255. So doing those workouts for the first 6 weeks, kind of, as it got more intense, it made my body get comfortable working out, because the first couple weeks was hard. My body wasn't used to it. When my body slowly began to get used to it, my knee, every time I would work out before I moved to my dad's, like, I did try weightlifting again, and my knee popped, and I stopped. I tried to squat and stuff, and I tried to be that cocky guy that went back to the way he could squat at. Tried it. Never a good idea. If you start working out, slowly get back into it. Don't just go to the weight you used to be able to do. So those first 6 weeks built my confidence in the course. I've lost weight. I know in the videos, I don't know if you can really see it, but I think when I started this course, in June, we started this course in June, I was about 248. I wasn't very slim down. I lost some weight because I was working out my dad, doing those workout videos. So that was great going along with this course. The last 2 weeks have been our creation. So it was the dynamic and cool down warm up I always do. This we went over. And then I added a lot of variety. So since this is going up this week, we'll say not this week, but the week before, week 7, I did a lot of agility, a lot of sprints, a lot of pushing my lungs, more than really pushing my legs, but I pushed my legs a lot. I was more focused on getting my lungs back, because in wrestling you gotta have good lungs. You're wrestling for 8 minutes, but it's like high intensity. So it's like, and some people don't understand it. It's like, oh, it's only like, let's say it's only like what? 36, about 9 minutes you're wrestling, unless you go to overtime. But it's very intense if you've never done it. If you never wrestled in school, or it's a lung blower. It'll blow your lungs out. So I really wanted to test that last week, and at the beginning it sucked. Oh, it sucked so bad. I could hardly do a lot of sprinting, a lot of jogging. So adding that in was very high intense for me, and I did that again this week. But this week I added in weights. So I added in curls, push-ups. I laid on the ground. I don't know if anybody knows this, but it's kind of like a push bench press. So you start with the weight. You start laying down either on your bench or you start laying on the ground. When I laid on the ground, take your weights. You start with your elbows on the grass, and you just. But you want to be careful going down, because you will hurt your elbow if you don't. So that's what I did. I did a lot. I focused a lot on upper body this week, trying to build muscle and try to lose some of this fat, because this ain't going away. So, other than that, I really wanted to do this week. I wanted to introduce a workout that I did in wrestling and then try to test myself in doing it, because I haven't done it since high school. We call it the Murph. Our coach was in the Marines, I believe, and he got it from a Marine veteran. It's named after him. I forget the story about it. You have to look it up. But basically, the workout is you do a mile. I think it was, I'm trying to remember it 100% because I was going to look it up, but I never did it. It was a mile, 100 pull-ups, 50 push-ups, 25 sit-ups, and then another mile. Or it's 2 miles on each. I think it's 1, but it might be 2. I was going to try that. It's called the Murph. Very intense. So, and then for progression in the course, for me, it's really helped my knee. Progression would be my knee. Confidence in myself, it's really good. But I'm going to put that with mental health, because, before joining this course, I was scared on working out, and I wasn't very knowledgeable on what ways I could push my body without really pushing my body too far. So this course helped a lot with that. Weightlifting I already kind of knew, but I didn't know with my legs as much as I did now. I'm starting to see more definition in my legs than I was. I used to get made fun of for having like chicken calves by the boys back in wrestling, so it was kind of funny. It's kind of a funny memory, but now it don't look that bad now. They're starting to get there. Quads are looking good. Now I just need to work on up here, and I'll be set. But other than that, man, I've lost weight. So I went from being, I'm going to start with the beginning of this course. I think I was 245, 248, somewhere in there. And now I'm 236, 37. I haven't weighed in since last week, so I think it was 237. Not 100% sure. I will go check, but I'm not at home, currently away. So other than that, that's the best part I got from this course, was just my health overall, mentally, physically, my confidence in my knee, confidence I'm going to take with mental health. So overall, man, this course it's been great. High intensity stuff, low intensity things, learning a lot more. I'm more knowledgeable on working out now and walking and how important it is. So it's been really great, man. I've loved this course. I especially love the video. I was gonna say this. Talking to people in public is kind of another thing that's really helped me with this, because instead of just making a presentation for the class, I'm posting this stuff on YouTube. Anybody can see it. That stuff's gonna sit there for years. I don't know who's all gonna see it, if anybody sees it. So that's kind of a cool part. So it kind of helped there too. But I wasn't really bad in that. I don't mind talking in front of people. But man, overall, this course has just been, it's been great. I have enjoyed it. This is probably one of my favorite courses I've taken at CVCC, besides like my business class I took, because I love business. But I'm trying to think, is there anything else I didn't go over? I'm gonna move the camera real quick just so I can read it. We did warm up or walking routine or cool down. Why have you selected this routine? I think we covered that with agility, trying to push my lungs and stuff. Have you progressed to a higher intensity? I think we went over that with the sprinting I did. I think I went over that with sprinting, the burpees. I don't know if I mentioned the burpees, but I think all of ours that we did through the first 6 weeks was low intensity, but I tried a lot more of high intensity this week and last week. So overall, man, it's been a great class. So thank you guys, and I did not check I believe we got an email about next week's video, so I'm not sure if we're posting a video next week. If we are, great, see you then. If not, thank you guys for watching, and I hope y'all had a great in the course, and hope you do great next semester if you have class next semester. Catch y'all later.